I don't got a six pack.
That junk was hilarious.
You're close to a six pack though. We good to go?
Hey, I
swear that was close.
probably watched that clip like
I
10, 12
swear
times.
that
I ain't
junk
gonna lie.
was-
What's going on, everybody? Welcome to season 2, episode 4 of the Fantasy Guyz. We are officially live. We got a great show ready for you guys today. We already talking smack before the show even started, so you already know it's gonna be one of those days today. We're gonna introduce everybody that's in the building right now. As you can see to the right of me, you got Big Bro Moti. He's back in the building. You got myself. I'm actually in front of the camera today. I was prepared to be behind, but you know we had a couple of situations happen where a couple people can't show up. You got Tony in the building. Tony is here today. Our guest for today is the man, the legend, Leslie Allen from the Black Convos podcast.
What's going on?
What's going on, Leslie, man, in the building?
Happy to be here again.
Yeah, for sure. He's back. He's back in the building. We're going to have to get him on a show, maybe on a table talk show, too, to talk about some community stuff because we was kind of talking about that beforehand. And then you got Cal Trey, first appearance in front of the camera. Cal Trey's in the building. And Yusuf, can we get a round of applause right quick, by the way, for Cal Trey? Leading the pack, yes. Cal Trey leading the pack.
Really?
So we're going to give him the belt.
All right, thanks.
We're going to give him the belt.
Let me get that.
He's 33%.
Yes, sir.
There you go, Cal Trey. All right, maybe people can't hear me so well right now, but for those that didn't hear me, we do the Boom
Facts.
Philly specials,
Hey,
and every week who's in the lead. Weekly winners, I got you. Weekly winners, it's Cal Trey. As this week, shout out to Cal
Told
Trey.
ya.
He got the
Watch
W.
out.
He got the W. Congratulations. He's sitting at 33%. If Eric Rotonio was here, he would also probably be getting the belt because Eric currently, so Cal represents guests, okay? That's what we've put him under, that category. So Eric is actually in the lead at first place at 33. Then guest is at 26.7. Tony's at 25. I'm like at 12.5. And then Moti and Jose are chilling right now. They're chilling.
Definitely
All right?
chilling.
It's not how you start, it's how you finish.
Exactly. It's not how you start, it's how you finish. But just, go ahead. What are you about to say,
Moti's
Tony?
at what?
There we go. We gotta let him know. All right, that's what a tilt is, Leslie. All right, it's a big fart noise. All right, a wet fart.
What?
Definitely a wet fart. All right, but with that said,
What's the deal with Jose, man?
Oh,
I
Jose.
haven't seen him since.
I don't know. He's not here
I'm
today.
starting to worry about him.
He-
I text him, no, nothing, no response.
He's inactive right now.
Listen, man, fantasy football takes a toll on everybody.
It does.
So, Jose right now is preparing for this week.
Mentally,
Mentally. And he's right now coaching up his players so they can perform today.
and he needed an hour and a half to do that, by the way, to make sure that they are okay.
He's giving him that Dan Campbell grit speech.
He is.
sure.
He is. All right. But with that said, I want to give a shout out to all of our sponsors. First of all, you got Hanley International Academy, you got Kahwa House, you got BC Adhesives, and the Balkan House Restaurant. We appreciate all of our sponsors. But Yusuf, can we go ahead and run BC Adhesives as our first sponsor of today?
BC Adhesives. You can go to BC Adhesives for all your industrial adhesives needs. They do food packaging, book binding, product assembly, and many other industrial services. So if you are in need of adhesives for your business or having trouble with your current adhesives applications, you can contact them by phone 1-888-679-9825 or go on their website www.bcadhesives.com.
Also, I want to give another shout out, okay? So if y'all see me, I'm rocking these clean shades right now from hotcommodityeyewear.com. That is their website. Shout out to the wife of Leslie Allen. She hooked it up with some shades. She's like, you know what? We're going to make sure we give him some shades. He came through with some shades today. I'm rocking them. Can you tell us what the name of this shades is and how people can follow and what this is all about?
So her eyeglass line is called High Commodity Eyewear. She's been doing this over 10 years. The frame you have on is called Enemy.
Okay.
And they come in like 4 different colors, like a rose gold. The yellow ones you have on, the plain I have on. You can follow her on Facebook and Instagram at High Commodity or s.allen. She's also located in Frey Optical in Highland Park, Tony's Collection in Detroit, and she has a website where you can order. She ships everywhere. She has shipped overseas. Her eyeglasses were featured in Miami Fashion Week. We went down there, and it was like a swimsuit fashion show. She was in like 10 different shows, so she's moving on up.
She's doing it.
Great, man. That's great.
She's doing it.
I'm proud of her, and
All day.
High Commodity Eyewear, and you look good in those.
Thank you, bro. I appreciate it, man. I feel like it. And it's hilarious that these shades are called enemy, and I'm sitting next to an enemy right here, right next to me.
I mean, he corrected all that by saying that you can get her eyewear
At Tony's place?
at Tony's collection.
Tony's collection.
Tony's
So-
candle collection. She's actually
Okay.
a store that sells candles. It's not the usual wax she uses for candles, more earth friendly.
Right.
Okay. All right. Well, there you go. And the last thing I want to say before we get this show on the road, I'm sure you guys want to hear some fantasy talk too. All right. Be sure to subscribe to our pages. It's YouTube, Oz Media. You got Facebook and Instagram, The Fantasy Guys. App on Spotify podcast under Oz Media. And then call in. Feel free to call in. You guys want to chat about something? We're going to get into a lot of different topics. The number is 313-306-1750. Again, the number is 313-306-1750. Feel free to call in. We already got my boy Cal Trey
All day.
from Bessam Goba. And then Maya Cherry said, ooh, okay? So just want to throw that out there. Tony, do you got things you want to get off your chest right quick? Because I feel like there's a lot that you probably want to say. You always got something you want to say. That's not how they see us. It's just how this
All right,
TV
just
is.
making sure.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay,
They see us
so-
pretty decent.
You know, all this hate, I've been taking it all year, that the Boom Phillies.
Okay.
You got Moti over here. All right. There's never any talk. When it's me, it's direct fire. Always in the line of fire. Moti over here, starting the season off. 0 for
10.
10, right? I mean, I was there last year where I thought the more picks I get, the better chance I have of moving up from 0%. All right? So he tried a 6-pack last week.
6-piece chicken nugget.
It couldn't have gone any better for me because every time I watched it, I just thought it was hilarious. The more people he added, the better it got. Right? And you know what I'm saying? Like, nobody's mentioning that.
Hey, listen,
Why
man.
are we quiet about
First
it?
of all,
I mean,
that situation was hilarious
elephant in the
last
room.
week. I did rewatch it, and I was cracking up.
Me too.
But just want to throw it out there. Tony is 2 for 8. Okay, let's be real. Moti could get 4 hits this week, and then they'll have a better percentage than Tony
Always.
right now.
Listen, first of all, I am trying to hit this week. Pause. But the way I do primetime players, I mean, I don't think the viewers maybe understand the way I do it. I pick players that you don't usually start.
Right.
So I have this thing
Primetime slots.
from I have this thing that I always used to tell players, fantasy players is play dudes primetime.
Right.
Meaning players, Leslie, that you don't start, but they blow up in primetime games.
Mm-hmm.
You know those unknowns, that you see, be like, damn, you know what I'm saying? He had a good game. He scored
Like
a
Alan
touchdown.
Lazard against Detroit that 1 year.
You're right. That's when Alan Lazard was I think a rookie. You know what I'm saying?
Right,
so
right.
guys like that, guys that you're not really starting.
True.
So I say play dudes primetime, meaning primetime games you usually have that one player that shines. That it's unusual for them to do that.
I got you.
That's how I do my Boom Phillies.
Right.
So,
This
it's
dude-
backfiring this year. So
Listen, this dude tried to sneak in Kyle Juszczyk
As a Boom Philly,
as a play dudes prime time.
listen,
Call
over the years,
Kyle Juszczyk.
Kyle Juszczyk. Hey, primetime Kyle Shanahan do trick plays.
Mm-hmm.
He does trick plays, and usually they're to Kyle Juszczyk.
yeah.
So you trying to
Leslie.
tell me his career touchdowns of
It's in
2,
primetime. It's on primetime.
It's on prime time.
Last year, check the facts.
Leslie, what you got to say? Thoughts?
Well,
Do you think he should change up his system and just go after any player that plays on primetime?
I mean, I kind of agree with him a little bit because I have one guy that I've been trying to get going, and that's Conklin, tight end from the Jets.
Okay.
He would be one.
Yeah, he's one. Like,
He would be like example. I would choose him if the Jets played primetime. Conklin would be a candidate.
yeah, but we not.
My dude said
we not trying to
Conklin.
see the Jets prime.
Conklin.
Yeah.
So like,
Oh, I thought you said Conklin.
nah,
Come on, man.
It's Tyler Conklin, the tight end. So no, I kind of agree with what he's saying, but nah, Boom Phillies.
It's time
me-
and a half.
Yeah, Boom Phillies is a guy.
You gotta be. I mean, honestly, it could be anybody.
It could be
Yeah.
anybody.
You just gotta play the number. Like I try to play the numbers. You know
I try
what
to
I'm
play the
saying?
numbers too, but
Yeah.
sometimes that backfired because I have a league. I have Matt Ryan in, and he just kind of like fucked up.
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying? And it's like it's time to bench him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
for sure.
You know, I had high hopes for the Colts.
I still think they could be okay. I mean, there are teams out there that start off a little slow.
Yeah, I know it's early in the season.
Pittman is back today too.
Yeah,
by the
but
way.
that's
Pittman's
the
back in
Colts.
Say, but the thing is, Matt Ryan did not play in the preseason, and when you come to a new team, you got to get acclimated with your receivers. And Jonathan Taylor's
Absolutely.
not having he's not been doing anything.
Well, their offense
But-
line
Yeah, no. But coming into this year, what did we expect from the Colts to do anyway?
division.
no, at least the division.
Yeah,
but
division.
What do you mean, win
Like,
the division?
Yeah.
Come on, dude.
I-
They're in a weak
quarterback-
No, I
division.
agree, and they still have. I
Great
personally
shot.
think
Yeah.
they still will.
Yeah.
But they're a run ball team.
What are you talking about right now?
They
They're
were
not
And-
playing. I
and-
didn't say they're out the division.
Yeah, I'm just saying that
They're
division is
playing
gonna be bad.
They're playing bad.
they're playing bad.
Yeah,
Bro,
they
they
are.
got shut out by the Jaguars.
But
Bro.
you know, Tennessee's 0-2.
Bro, their linebackers out. What's his name? Leonard.
Right.
Right.
Nicholas Leonard.
He's huge for their defense. What are you talking about? Pro
Right.
Bowl.
Changed his name, by the way.
I mean-
I don't know if y'all peeped that out.
Really?
Yeah, he did. And then someone had a sarcastic tweet that Darius Leonard like played 68 out of 72 games, and so far the new
other
name,
guy-
new
that's-
game
What's his
Leonard.
new name?
I don't want to say it wrong, but you know, we got guys on the side. Y'all could Google what Darius Leonard's new name, but yeah, he has a new name by the way. And he's been out the whole season so far.
I always felt like they was a quarterback away.
Me too.
Yeah.
That's what I said.
Even when they went on a losing streak last year to miss the playoffs, they was one of the hottest teams in the NFL.
Yeah,
for
but
sure.
Getting Matt Ryan, I'm like, okay, maybe he can get them over, but he's not the 2016 Matt Ryan. So
But you guys didn't think Jacksonville was was going to improve this year?
I did.
I think they're going to be great. I think they're going to be decent. They could challenge for that division. I
They
mean,
and they are in sole possession of the AFC South right now, sitting at 1-1 because Indy and Houston are 0-1-1 because they tied.
They tied.
And Tennessee's 0-2.
0-2.
So right now
with Taylor Lewan out for the season.
out for the season. Their pass rusher got hurt. I forgot what his name was. I know his defense.
No,
but-
Tennessee sucks.
No, I don't want to say they suck.
It's
but
Shaquille.
Yeah,
Shaquille Leonard now.
Yeah.
Okay, that's his new name.
Tennessee doesn't suck.
Yeah, Tennessee. I don't think they suck, but I think that
I mean,
winner
dude,
of
they
that
lost.
division is going to be at best 10-7.
Yeah, but I mean, if you really think about it, man, I mean, they lost one of their defensive ends or linebacker. They're all pro.
yeah,
At the beginning
that's what I was
of the
gonna say.
year.
They lost him.
I mean, that's huge defensively, and I mean,
Taylor Lewan is
they got to find that receiver, man. At the end of the day, they got to take the pressure off of Henry, because I've never seen Henry look that as bad as he did last week, dude. These guys, I mean, yeah, it wasn't one person. Sometimes it'd be 2-3 people, but Tennessee's run game was non-existent last week.
It's going to continue, Tone. Look,
Yeah, I don't think they're gonna have to-
Buffalo showed the whole league how to play Tennessee. And people are going to follow it.
I mean, here's my thing, right? If Buffalo, I mean, if you look at the way that game was, Buffalo kind of started off slow. They kind of like in the right before halftime and that third quarter and fourth quarter, they just kind of like pounced on them. But they stayed within that. I mean, they were in that game back and forth. I mean,
No, in this day and in NFL, I won't call that anymore, bro. Every game is close nowadays. So if the game is actually a blowout, you can't call it close.
I said they stayed with them, but they couldn't keep up. Buffalo, listen, the one thing about Buffalo's got a great defense, but their offense, man, just elevates that defense even more, because now they're just chasing the quarterback. They ain't got to worry about other teams going on a 10-12 play drive when they got to catch up now because they're down 2 touchdowns.
All right, what's Tennessee's bread and butter offensively?
The run game.
Run game.
So what happened last game?
Because they
30
couldn't be
34
into the run
yards?
game. That's what I'm trying to
Hey,
tell you.
Derrick Henry had 34 yards.
But they couldn't be patient
So
with the
what are you
run
talking
game
about?
because they were down 14 points.
But
If-
that's where you missed A.J. Brown.
Oh, 100%.
Like, I don't even know who's their number one receiver, to be honest.
Yeah.
I know they
Tony's boy.
picked the
Woods
Big Wood.
and Burks. Treylon Burks.
Jalen Burks, he's from
I'm
Arkansas.
bumfully
Trayvon
Traylon
Burks.
Burks this week.
Yeah.
You know, a lot of numbers are pointing towards he's the guy, and then you know, eventually you're gonna score one, right? A rookie, right? You want to eventually
And
get
Tennessee's
one.
playing who?
Vegas.
Yeah. I
So-
mean, that should work. Game
Hopefully.
script should work in
Yeah.
their favor.
I mean, he's getting the targets. He just needs to get that touchdown to me to get that boom Philly.
Yeah.
And another guy now that we're talking about Buffalo is Gabe Davis. I'm definitely adding him to the boom Philly list.
He's playing.
He is active.
I don't.
I like him, man.
The
I
receiver
like
game,
him.
is-
Yeah.
I don't look at him as a boom filler. I think you see what he did against the Chiefs in the AFC Championship. I thought he arrived then.
Yeah.
And he's a good number 2.
So a boom Philly is if you're projected to get 10
It
it.
could be
fantasy
anybody.
points, it could be anybody.
So you can do
If
a
you
quarterback.
it just could be. It got to be time and a half.
Yeah.
you got to
Gotcha.
score 15 for you to be right.
You could boom Philly Justin Jefferson if you
Yep.
want to.
And he's
But
at 23.
So he got to get that, 34.
34.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. 34,
I
35.
like Gabe Davis though. Like he's a big receiver. He's
Yeah.
6'4", 6'5".
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's quick too.
There's a reason why, because also they're playing Miami. They have no secondary Buffalo, so I'm assuming Miami gonna score.
And they just
So-
lost to one of their corners.
Yeah, and I'm
Yeah.
assuming now Buffalo gonna
I
score.
think they starting 2
Yeah.
rookie corners today.
Yeah.
Hyde or whatever
Yeah.
his name is.
Yeah.
Oh, Michael
so,
Hyde, the safety. Yeah.
but going back to you, Leslie, man, any takeaways you've gotten so far from 2 weeks from the NFL season, man? Like, what are some biggest takeaways that you'd be like, man, I didn't think this was gonna happen, or this is surprising me?
I think Lamar Jackson throwing the ball more and just selling and running. I think he's showing the Ravens, hey, you're going to have to pay me.
Exactly.
But the thing about that is they probably franchise him, but I hope they don't. But he's really hitting the receivers, and he's sitting in that pocket a little bit longer and trying to prove to the rest of the league that he's this quarterback that should be paid like Kyler Murray and Deshaun Watson, who never won an MVP, but Lamar did win an MVP. Won a playoff game. Kyler Murray never won a playoff game. He's been an MVP consideration, but I noticed something about Kyler. The first 8 games of the season, he looked spectacular. Then he started getting hit.
Yeah.
And he started,
And then because of
Like-
multi.
but he
Who?
running and throwing the ball, so he's wearing
Murray.
himself down. So
Let me
All right.
let me tell you guys something right quick. Go ahead, Tony. You
So
about to say something?
here's my thing, right? Okay, Lamar. Depending on what kind of contract he turned down, right? If he turned down $200 million guaranteed, then I don't know. I mean, I can't really see that.
He turned down
200
No, I
million
think it
dollars
was
is
like
not a lot of
290,
money.
but 150 guaranteed.
right.
But the thing is about him, if he plays under a franchise tag, he's probably gonna make $50 million, right? And then if he plays under another one, he's gonna play $50 million. He's probably gonna play safe, not to get hurt. He's already gonna make $100 million. I don't see him. I think if the Ravens know if they franchise tag him and he doesn't want to get franchise tagged, he's out. He's checking out. He will take less money, go somewhere else,
Detroit.
maybe even division.
Listen, franchise tags is to me the worst thing for players.
Why?
Okay, I'm
A
gonna
lot
tell
of
you.
people say that, but I don't get it.
I'm gonna tell you why. All right, right now,
Kenny Galladay.
a team that franchise tags a player is basically saying we don't think you're durable enough for you to sign you to a long-term
The Kirk
contract.
Cousins effect.
All right. So Lamar Jackson,
Kirk Cousins
for
made a
instance,
lot of money.
Hey, if I was Baltimore, I'm signing Lamar Jackson to a franchise tag because I still want to. I'm still on the fence. I don't think you're a superstar. You know, I don't
I
think
mean-
That's
I,
crazy.
I don't think you're
Yeah,
durable.
yeah,
you know what I'm
but
saying?
so crazy.
So I'm gonna franchise tag you, and hoping that you keep playing because who else in Baltimore deserves a franchise tag?
Yusuf has some words.
Nobody.
Yusuf has some words for us right quick.
No, I'm saying that he won MVP, so he's a superstar, in my opinion.
Yeah.
All right, so why haven't they signed him to? Because he wants Deshaun Watson money.
So can I? Let me.
I
put
mean,
my 2 cents
Deshaun
about
Watson
Lamar
didn't
Jackson,
deserve
bro.
Deshaun Watson money.
I think he did.
Everybody in the NFL was mad at Cleveland. for
All the
doing that.
owners are mad at the Cleveland
Yeah.
Browns for making that deal.
Bro,
but
$250
that's why
million.
it's hard for the Ravens to give Lamar that deal. But he's won the MVP. Who's the past couple of MVPs of NFL?
My thing
Listen,
is,
but you
he
brought
should
up-
be getting paid more than, all right, Kyler Murray, more than, not Watson. You can't. Watson's not the benchmark. He's the outlier. So for them, that's why all the NFL owners are mad because it's like, how are you going to give up? Now that's the new benchmark, and there's no way they're going to set that.
Listen, salary cap is only going up in the NFL.
It's only going up.
All right,
Now
so
we talking about $250 million.
right, and to the most important position on the team.
The most important position in the league. Also, these new TV deals can't afford these owners to pay these guys.
100%.
I'm
Like,
not
they got the
against-
new
I'm not
Amazon
against
TV
people
deal.
getting paid.
I'm not either, but like Lamar won the MVP. Kyler Murray hasn't shown me anything. We was talking about that too. The Kyler Murray Cliff Kingsbury marriage not gonna be long.
Yeah, I got two things I want to say right quick. Lamar Jackson, first of all, is the media is very powerful. I'm telling you guys, man. Like I'm a big believer. Like, you guys got to understand what it does to us, and it makes us believe that there's something wrong with Lamar Jackson.
That's true.
And look at all the quarterbacks in the NFL. Like right now, Herbert, he got a rib injury. Is he durable? You know what I'm saying? Like, that's the question we got to ask ourselves. Who's number one? Patrick Mahomes, Josh Allen. So far, knock on wood, they've been good. But actually, Mahomes got hurt already. Is he durable? Like, we always ask this question. Now Lamar is showing us that he's throwing the ball. He's putting up. Like, when Michael Vick was playing, I thought there would never, ever be a Michael Vick. He's better than Michael Vick.
Better than Michael Vick.
Dude, he's playing. I'm just saying. It's arguments. It's arguments, okay?
Right.
My point is, this guy is putting up ridiculous numbers. He deserves every single penny that he's asking
I
for.
agree.
And he's going to get it, rather if it's from Baltimore or if it's from another team.
How much money are you talking about?
I'm talking about if they got to match Deshaun Watson or give him an extra $1 million to make him the highest paid player, you give it to Lamar
To give him the highest
Jackson.
paid player, agreed. Over everybody, the Watson, to me, the Watson one.
It messed up everything.
It did
but
mess it up.
it's what the market is.
It's what the
now.
market is.
And that's what you got to
Hey,
do.
You
I
can't
think-
blame the Browns. The Browns,
They did what they had to do.
They did what they had to do.
You know?
I think
That's a dumb
Lamar.
move by the Browns because the guy's coming out. I mean, he's still under
It's a
investigation.
big risk.
and-
It's a big risk
bro,
they took.
big time.
I don't know if I would have took
It's
that
over.
risk.
The
Hell
investigation's
no.
over.
The investigation
But-
over, but
No,
before-
not at the time.
Oh yeah, but at the same time, when he signed that contract, he was only making like $800,000 this year off the new contract. So they knew they was going to lose him sometime this season. So it kind of works out, especially if they come back next year and be a real good team with Deshaun. But with Lamar, I just think
That's
give him
why.
a penny more than Deshaun.
That's why
Yeah.
the contract is $1 million this year for Deshaun
It
Watson
is $1
because they
million.
knew what was going to
They
happen.
knew he was going to be.
But anyways, going back to
Bless you.
Lamar real quick, Lamar Jackson definitely is not signing the contract because of guaranteed money, guys. It's not about the duration of the contract or how much money they're paying.
It's the
him.
guaranteed
It's all
amount.
about guaranteed money.
For sure.
And if I was a player in his in his status, bro, I want my guaranteed money because obviously another team paid a quarterback that I think I'm better than a lot of guaranteed money. So
100.
so if it's $230 guaranteed, I'm gonna need about $250 guaranteed.
All right, so what if nobody else is willing to pay him that much?
They will. I guarantee.
they
What
will.
if nobody else is willing to pay him?
It's
all
not-
that-
it's a hard
Let's
what
say
if 'cause it's
all
not
the-
gonna happen.
Let's say all the owners say, you know what, man, that's an outlier. We're not going to do that. But this is what any team is willing to offer.
That's why Lamar has an MVP type year.
And you guys
and
have-
bam,
and you-
he'll
see-
show everybody he's worth it.
See, I'm not talking about he shouldn't be the highest paid player, okay? But we're talking about outside of Watson. My only thing is this. Here's why I get his argument. His argument is, y'all want me to play, y'all built the system around me for me to pass the ball and run the ball. That's part of the offense. The more I run the ball, the more I'm susceptible to get hurt. And you don't want to pay me on a system like you want me to play like this, or you don't want me to play like this. If you don't want me to play like this, you can pay me this much. But if you expect me to play like this with everything built around me and you want me to run and take all these hits, then I need to get paid because I could get hurt at any point in time.
But what's the point of building a team around him and then not pay him?
That's why I get where he's coming from. But to me, at some point, you put a contract. Let's say he signs a 4-year contract, guaranteed $200 million, right? Dude, in 3 years, you can go back to the table and say, hey, I mean, quarterbacks are playing longer. So why does he have to make this the one contract that he has to, like make all this money?
Because
when
he's due for it.
He's due for it.
Yeah.
Bro. He won an MVP.
And he might come off another
Hey,
one.
anyways,
and the NFL
I gotta,
stand for not for long. Like, why not get paid when you?
Yeah, when
it's your
it's
time.
time.
Hey,
When it's
hey,
his
He's
I
time.
gotta-
still going to get paid.
I got a fantasy question.
Yeah, we got a couple of them, to be honest with y'all.
All right. First one. Who would you start, Brees Hall or Damien Pierce?
Brees Hall.
Pierce.
I'm gonna start Pierce.
Pierce.
Hall.
Huh?
Because of the PPR receptions, Moti. All right.
Brees Hall.
Yeah.
Yeah, I would definitely start Brees Hall.
All right, here we go. We got James Robinson or A.J. Dillon.
You know me, man. I'm an A.J. Dillon fan. I feel like it's,
Bucks? Tough run D?
No, it's not about a tough run D. To me, I feel like he's going to score. So that gives you an automatic boost. It's 1A, 1B.
You ready for
1A
fun
was
facts?
week 1. 1B was Aaron Jones.
Yeah.
We are back to 1A, gentlemen. I'm going to go with Dylan.
Fun fact about James Robinson. RB7 right now in fantasy.
I
Yes.
believe it.
But go ahead.
I
James
discovered
Robinson,
that guy.
agent right now.
James Robinson. I think they played Chargers today.
Yeah. I like him this week too.
I like him. He's versatile. Catch the ball. Out the
This guy is,
backfield.
I mean, they actually, Agent Dylan low-key is getting touches too, bro. But James Robinson, I don't know. I'll go James Robinson. It's a
I'll
tough
go
one.
James Robinson.
It's a little bit better, but I'll go James Robinson too.
Dylan.
Dylan.
Yeah, I'm going with the starter, James Robinson. Like, I don't know why there's even a dispute over this. I'm playing a starter over bench player. Me
All right.
personally.
Next question. It says Garrett Wilson's a tough one. I was looking at it. Michael Thomas, Rashad Bateman, and Cortland Sutton. So Garrett Wilson, Michael Thomas, Bateman, and Sutton. He needs 2. Garrett Wilson, the Jets are playing Cincinnati. All right. Michael Thomas, the Saints are playing Carolina. Bateman, Baltimore is playing New England, and Sutton is playing primetime Sunday night against 49ers. Just to give y'all some matchups right quick. Moti, I'm gonna start off with you.
Yeah, I don't know why Michael Thomas is in this conversation. Michael Thomas should be an every week starter.
He should be.
But I'm gonna pick one out of those 3, and I'm gonna go with Cortland Sutton.
Push the button.
Cortland Sutton.
Start Cortland Sutton. Here we go. Leslie.
Bateman, and like you said, Michael Thomas shouldn't even be in the equation.
Yeah, Michael Thomas right now got 22 and 18 in a paper yard. That means he's averaging 20 a week. He's a every week starter now, man. Caltrey.
My bone Philly and can't guard Mike.
Who's your boom Philly?
Thomas?
Bateman.
Bateman. All right.
Oh, you got Bateman and Thomas.
This is a tough one, by the way.
I like Sutton a lot. I like him better than Michael Thomas, but I don't know, man. I mean, Bateman, to me, he caught that one long pass in the first one. I don't think he's getting enough touches just yet. So you got to go Thomas. And
Who are the
Sutton.
Jets playing?
Cincy.
Yeah.
Cincy.
No good. No good.
Man, Garrett Wilson, he looks like a great receiver, bro.
He does, man. He does.
That's
He fights
crazy.
for the ball. Like, you know what? That's the one thing about these, like these receivers this year so far.
I thought you about to say these young fellas.
They make contested catches. And that's the one thing about him.
He's
that
a big
has kinda
receiver, too.
impressed me.
No, he was impressive in Ohio State.
I know.
Yeah.
Like I knew he was gonna translate to the NFL.
So I
Who
got
was the
for
one
sure
that you
Michael
said you
Thomas.
liked?
Dotson from the Commanders.
You didn't say Wilson.
No, but Wilson was never brought up.
Yeah. All right. So I like
Chris Olave.
I like Michael Thomas, and I'm gonna go with Bateman today. I'm gonna go with Caltrey. Because of the fact that, dude, he has not been bad at all.
No,
I know it's been random.
His
but
first game was what, 18, second?
Yeah, but he
21?
took
Yeah.
a 60-yarder the first game.
It's okay. That's part of the
And a
offense.
75-yarder the
honestly.
second game.
Son, to me, dude, he could get you 4 points. You're gonna be mad as heck.
He ain't going to get you 4 points.
I'm just saying. I'm throwing
he's
it out there. Just throwing it
Uncle
out there.
Shop.
Oh, Uncle Shoop calling. I don't know why Uncle Shoop calling. I'm not gonna answer this right now.
He called me too.
All right, but with that said, AJ Carver said he got
Yo,
2.
that would be a funny
conversation.
hell yeah.
Yeah, but I'm not gonna answer that
No,
right now.
we can't air it.
Yeah.
He's
Oh,
saying
I
some
know.
wild stuff.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
AJ Carver, you can feel free to call in. The number's 313-306-1750. The second thing I wanted to say, before we go into a sponsor right quick, okay? We're going to go into the Balkan House, is, I am the tracker of people getting fired, all right? I could track it. I'm like, dude, this is person about to get fired next, okay? We called out Urban Meyer. It was still
Last
week 2,
year.
week 3.
Yep.
He got fired. A lot of people were talking about El Avila, but, we got serious about it. I was like, he needs to go.
The Denver Broncos.
Got fired? Not yet.
He got, hey.
Because he hired an assistant, and it's too early to fire him.
I agree.
He's going to finish
He
the year
has
at least.
My
has
man
a
made
good
some
nose. He has
bad decisions.
He's got a good nose
Terrible.
for people about to get fired from coaching.
Next up,
I wanna-
Moti. Send out joking.
Yeah,
I know, Tony.
Hey, let me tell y'all, first of all, I never get fired. I resign.
There you
all
go.
the time. All the time.
All right, but the
Moti, we
guy.
need to have a conversation before you say anything. I just want you to know.
Oh,
that
100%.
I'm stepping back.
Hey,
Right before he gets
right,
fired.
right before I get fired, 100% that's the conversation.
When the meeting, when they go in the closed door, Moti already, that's the first line he says. But in all seriousness, Matt Rule, Carolina Panthers,
Oh, yeah.
will get fired by the end of this season. I guarantee you he will not be back next year. He is the problem. This is why I was afraid of McCaffrey. This is why I was afraid of DJ Moore. Baker Mayfield going there. People were talking about it. I'm looking at it like, dude, I think they have a good team on paper. I think he's a terrible coach. I think he's done after this year. Cliff Kingsbury's on the hot seat, by the way. But Matt Rule, to me, he's done. I think Carolina, just the more they get bad, the more the rumors are going to get out there. But by the end of the year, Matt Rule, he's done.
Those are two guys you just mentioned, Rule and Cliffsbury, right?
Yeah.
Two guys these NFL owners went to college and grabbed, thinking that they're better than these NFL veterans that's been in the game. Like me and Tony, we talked about this earlier. You know, in order to be a good coach, you got to know how to talk to your players. Mm-hmm. These are college guys that used to talk to college players. College players are different than NFL players. These are grown men with money, with goals, and you know wanting to get more money. In college, you're a student. A coach could talk to you however he want to talk to you. Mm-hmm. You know, so it's a difference. So it's crazy you brought up those two coaches.
Yeah.
I don't think Mike McCarthy's going to make it.
Oh, Mike McCarthy is also on the hot seat, by the way. That's why I wasn't high on Dallas this year, is because of him.
You know why I don't think he's on the hot seat?
Because of Jerry Jones?
Jerry Jones not going to fire him. Because he going to look wrong and fire him.
No, he's not.
Unless you promote Kellen Moore, but that'll even be wrong.
No,
Sean Payton in Dallas.
Thank you.
100% Sean
Okay,
Payton.
okay.
That's what I was pointing at. Hey,
Okay.
he's going there next year, bro.
Yeah, 100%.
He already said that I'm open to any
Right job.
Right job.
Yep.
I'm open to it, dude.
Yep.
It's like almost written,
He was the OC there, so yeah, it makes sense.
Yeah,
100%.
Yeah. By the way, that's another fire list for sure. If they don't make the playoffs and they don't look, to be honest with you, I think Jerry Jones is going to just find any reason. Because I think he's done after this year.
And I do want to add Moti into that list for the
Never.
He ain't making it to the end of the season.
Absolutely not. If that happens, like I said, I will resign.
Right. Whatever the case may be, Moti will not be on the team by the end of the year.
But he's a back-to-back champ. You can't.
You know, they don't understand it, man.
Balkan House Restaurant. Let's run that right quick, and then we're going to get right into answering questions and football.
The Balkan House Restaurant. The Balkan House Restaurant is famous for their doner kebab sandwich. But did you know that the Balkan House now serves breakfast? Did you also know that all their food is 100% halal? The Balkan House now also have 2 food trucks. So you can book your next party or event with the Balkan House on wheels. Their Hamtramck location is 3028 Kniff Street, Hamtramck, Michigan. Their Ferndale location is 314 West 9 Mile Road, Ferndale, Michigan. Again, you can book their food trucks for your next party or event. So if you're looking for a nice place to eat with friendly service and great prices, look no further than the Balkan House Restaurants.
All right. So shout out to the Balkan House. Also shout out to Hot Commodity Eyewear. If you like these shades, these are called Enemies. Feel free, hotcommodityeyewear.com. You can check them out. They got the shades. They got everything. I'm rocking them right now. But with that said, I do got a couple questions for you guys. First of all, thoughts on the Lions, okay? Thoughts on the Lions. Cal, I don't think we've heard much from you today so far. What is your overall thoughts on the Detroit Lions so far?
Man, it's only early. That's what they do every year, man.
They hype us up?
Yep.
And then,
Gotta wait until like week 11, week 12, and then we can see.
all right. Go, Yusuf, you want to unmute yourself? Go ahead. You can unmute yourself and say what's up. Yusuf, what's your thoughts on the Lions, man?
If they win this week, or today, I got them going 10 games, 10 wins.
10-7?
Yeah.
I was looking at the schedule, right? This is a big game, by the way. Not for win or loss, I feel like, more so for where we're at. You know what I'm saying? Because Minnesota, they beat Green Bay. Some people got them winning the division this year. You know, people don't got Green Bay. Some people got Minnesota. So I think it's a big game. We're on the road. It's just to see where we're at. Like, I think if we lose, but respectfully, like we know we would beat them at our house, that's a big game. But I'm telling you guys, I looked at the schedule, and there's like 7-8 wins, I think, for sure, bro. I think we are better than half of our schedule. It's just, are we going to win those 1 or 2 games that are 50-50s? That's going to get us to that 10-win season and maybe sneak in. Our December schedule is soft. If we can be like 6-6 or 7-6 going into December, we have a soft December schedule. I'm telling you. I can look it up.
I
can look it up.
One team was Jets, I think.
Yeah, it's a soft.
The same Jets team that blew us out the first game. Okay.
We're not. What?
They always play Green Bay at the end of the season too.
Okay.
And Aaron Rodgers.
What do you mean they blew us out the first game, the Jets?
He meant
remember
like
when
week
we
1,
thought-
28.
Yeah.
28
Week
season.
1, we're talking about, my guy. We got the Vikings at home. Okay. We got the
Soft?
Jets on the road. Yeah, we're at home.
Soft
Panthers on the road. And then we have the Bears at home.
playoffs.
Playoffs.
Talking about playoffs.
That's a winnable schedule, but I'm be honest.
That's 3-1.
I'm tired of the moral victories. Like when they lost week 1, oh, we played good. No, we need to win. Right. And at the end of the day, I still don't trust Jared Goff. So
absolutely, Leslie.
I don't trust him. I don't.
I appreciate him mentioning that because let's stop being okay with mediocre.
But that's where we're at, guys. I'm not saying we're gonna.
No, that's not how we're not there.
Exactly.
Right,
we're not there.
Don't have that mentality.
Hey, let me tell
Today we should beat Minnesota.
We should.
And over, yes. You know, if you guys want to judge them, we should win today.
No, man.
100%.
No, it's
Alright,
not.
If we come out there losing today, then expect same old Lions, to be honest.
No.
Yes.
I disagree.
I mean, I do disagree too, because if you think about it like this, right?
Get over the hump.
You're expected to win your home games, and if you can go,
500.
500 in your, because you're not going to be 8-0.
You're not.
You're not going to be 8-0 at home.
We're saying, first of all, I'm saying a 9-8 season, guys.
I think if they play competitive,
Mine was 7-10 to start the year. I'm just saying it's possible to get 9-8.
if they're competitive today on the road, and they just show that they can play with teams, I think that's a step in the right direction.
We were competitive last year.
Yeah.
No,
and we
weren't
lost.
Closing. We weren't closing.
We were
last year.
competitive, though. It was close
See,
games.
Here's why this is why I like this version of the Lions this year better than number one. They didn't let that game for Philly slip away. I mean, they didn't get.
We
blown
could
out.
have won that game.
No, you couldn't. There was no chance. Nobody was winning that game.
Oh, my
Even
God.
though
We had the ball.
Even though the score was closer than what it was, the same thing that happened with Philly and Detroit happened with Philly and Washington. I mean, with Washington and Detroit, where every time Washington came back, Detroit had an answer. They came back, Detroit had an answer. That's the same thing with Philly, bro. Philly could have put up 50 points on us
Easily.
if they needed to. It was just one of those situations.
So
Minnesota didn't play good.
Yeah.
They didn't play good. I think we're better than Green Bay. The Cassidys ain't gonna be happy with that. But
I don't know if we're better than them yet, too.
bro, I think the Green Bay's offense is not good.
Yeah, but Aaron Rodgers is gonna figure it out.
He'll
usually
figure it
does.
out.
Hey, so let's start off our season, right? We got the Eagles. I did not expect to beat the Eagles, guys. I was very high on the Eagles.
Right.
The Eagles, to
Right.
me, are Super Bowl contenders.
Yeah.
Okay? We beat Washington the way we're supposed to, even though we played with
Yes.
them, but they're an NFL team, guys. Like I'm told y'all, like Jacksonville pushed Washington to the envelope, to the last, drive and stuff. NFL games, like I was trying to tell Tony, like, dude, they're close now, man. Like teams are not blowing out teams unless like you're just bad, straight up, like you're a bad team. So we beat Washington respectfully, to me. We played with them a little bit towards the end, but nowadays in NFL, that's a respectable win, which we were supposed to, which Washington probably has hopes of being good because they have Carson Wentz and stuff. So now we're playing Minnesota at Minnesota, and people are picking them to win the division. It would be a huge win for the Lions. But that's why if we lose, I know it sounds like the same old Lions. I'm not expecting us to take that leap, but we were 3-14 last year or 4-13. Like to me, getting that 8-9, 9-8, 7-10 season, it's how we lose and how we play. I think matters.
But last year they got better towards the end.
Our schedule is soft. Yes, you guys know like the last 10 games were like 5-5.
Yeah,
So it's like I think we've gotten better. We were 5-5 our last 10 games. And guys, we got Jameson Williams coming back too, like in 6 to 8 weeks. We got big defensive players coming back in 4 to 5
I think he's coming back
weeks.
after the bye week.
Yeah, so
Hey,
it's like
defense. The Lions' defense is to me the reason why we win or lose these games. All right?
Yeah, and that's what I was just going to say. Aaron Glenn, he probably won't be the defensive coordinator next year if they don't fix things. And Okuda looked good the first couple of weeks, but the offensive line stand hurts the Lions.
No, I was gonna say also defensively. Like if you think about it, I think we're built to play against non-mobile quarterbacks. Like,
for sure.
I think we have success there, and that's why I'm saying like these games where we play Kirk Cousins, we play the Aaron. By the way, Aaron Rodgers now I don't believe he's mobile. By the way, I don't know. If
Aiden Hutchinson's out today.
No, he's not. No, he's
Is
not.
he?
No, he's not. No.
Another
They announced that Ragnow, Hutchinson, and somebody else is in.
Active. Okay. We got a phone call. Let me answer this phone call right quick, okay? Hold on 1 second. Let me make sure I got this correct. Hold on 1 second, AJ. What's going on, AJ?
Yo, what's going on, squad?
You all right, man?
Appreciate all the content y'all bringing.
No problem, man. He's calling in from Florida, by the way. Shout out to AJ, bro.
What up, AJ?
850 or 904.
Yeah.
It's 772.
I don't know where that's at.
Yeah,
I'm
yeah.
from
I'm
Pensacola,
a little
Florida.
little north of Miami. But
Oh, okay.
so I got two questions. One that just came up today. I was not aware that Herbert was debating on doing an injection before game time,
Mm.
and he's obviously my QB1. I have Tua on the bench, and I think I'm going to go with him because that's, I only have 50 minutes to make this decision,
Yeah.
and they're playing a weak Buffalo secondary. I
start
don't want to say
Tua.
weak, but, they have four starters out, so I think I'm going to go with that. I mean, I don't want to, but I can't wait till
Yeah.
4 o'clock. There's no one to pick up.
For sure. First of all, Tua right now, I'm waiting for Dave to come on the show for a public apology, by the way. I'm waiting for Dave to come on the show, but we're going to save that for another day. Tua is for sure, I think, a must start now in that offense. I think he's a safe 2 touchdowns a week. To me, I think Tua is startable every week, but you have Herbert. I'll definitely start Herbert over him every week, but I just think Tua is definitely worth the start every single week now.
Yeah, I mean, see, the injury kind of throws it off a little bit for me. I mean, if I got Herbert or Tua, the choice is easy. I'm sure everybody would agree. But today, I think that Buffalo pass rush is going to get to them, man. I really do. And they are going to be the one thing working in Tua's favor if he's not comfortable, because one hit, Herbert could be one hit away, right? From getting knocked out the game. Jacksonville's a better opponent to play against, but to me, I feel like Tua's going to have more opportunity because Buffalo's going to score, and Tua's going to have to keep up.
You have to consider what he was mentioning. Chargers are playing at 4 o'clock, and he's still a game time decision.
Right.
So that's why I wouldn't even take that risk.
No, I don't think he's a game time decision.
Yes, he is.
No, I think the decision is if he's going to get an injection or not.
Right.
By the way, the Chargers is the worst team to trust with ribs. If y'all don't remember,
Yeah.
My man
how he got in.
Tyron Taylor. I was just about to say that.
Y'all gotta watch out for the Chargers when it comes to the rib situation. They don't diagnose them correctly, by the way.
Tua will have the opportunity. Like I said, they got to score in order for them to be in the game.
Yeah, and
so.
Buffalo doesn't have Ed Oliver today either, so
Yeah.
the pass rush is going to be different. But also he has the weapons: Waddle, Tyreek, Gesicki. I forgot the running back.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mostert.
So are y'all good?
Yeah, and I think it's important to note too, because they don't talk about this in the media, but it's hot as shit. Oh, my apologies. It's hot down here, and Buffalo's bench is going to be right in the sun the whole game.
Yeah.
So if the Dolphins are running numbers, Tyreek Hill out there is running down, and Waddle's on the other side with the secondary that's already missing leadership with Jordan Poyer. That defense may struggle. So if anybody else is listening, think about that too.
For sure.
Yeah.
For sure, man. Moti, are you with Tua?
Hey, DJ.
AJ.
I'm sorry, AJ. I'm not going with Tua. I'm going with Herbert. He's your QB1 for a reason. These NFL teams, they invest so much into the quarterback, they won't put him out there and risk him. So if he's playing today, that means he's good enough to play. And I just trust the Chargers offense more than Miami.
All right. Caltrey,
Tua Magic.
Tua. All right. So we got 4 Tuas. We got 1 Herbert. What was that other question that you had, AJ?
All right, so this one's long term. I've lost the championship game 2 years in a row. Last year by 1 point, by 5 yards.
Oh, that's a heartbreaker,
And this
bro.
year this year. So I'm gonna give you guys my running backs right now, and then I'll explain the situation. So I have Jonathan Taylor, AJ Dillon, Damien Harris, and I have J.K. Dobbins on the bench right now for obvious reasons.
Yeah.
I don't have a tight end. I have Noah Fant, and I have Mike Gesicki on the bench. I've been offered a trade of either one of the Rams running backs, so Darrell Henderson or Cam Akers, and Hawk, so T.J. Hawkinson, for one of my running backs, more or less, A.J. Dillon or Damien Harris.
I would
Your
definitely
guys'
do.
opinion on that?
I'll definitely do Cam Akers and T.J. Hawkinson for Damien Harris in a heartbeat.
Definitely.
I would too. I try to see who's a Kyle Pitts owner and go get him.
Yes, by the way, people are so down on him. Listen, players start slow. This happens every year. There's always a
How you
group of
start.
players. And Kyle Pitts, to me, buy him low if you can. If you really can get that many people just off of Damien Harris, maybe the Kyle Pitts owner will definitely make that move with you too.
For Damien Harris.
Yeah, if you could do Damien Harris and Kyle Pitts,
All
do
day.
it in a heartbeat.
Yeah, all day.
Like I said, be patient with Kyle Pitts. People that have Kyle Pitts that are listening, they probably, what the heck? We drafted him in the 3rd, 4th round. Relax, man. Like, people got to relax. They're going to figure it out. Good players always figure it out.
Yeah, if J.K. Dobbins comes out and start running the ball like crazy, like we expect him to, You know, he's gonna be in a dilemma then, right? Or
No, not really. I mean,
no,
he got
no,
three
it
running
might
backs.
it might be a good thing. You're right,
Yeah.
because he'll have AJ Dillon,
JK,
JK,
and
and
Taylor.
Taylor.
Yeah.
Oh, that's a good trio right there to have.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So,
but he's
yeah.
worried about his tight end.
No, I'll get Hawk. I like
Yeah.
I'm gonna say I'll make that trade for Hawk because Hawk you could put him in. I know he's struggling, but to me he'll make me confident enough to play him.
Listen, AJ, I'm only saying this because he's an upgrade over what you have, but I am not a big fan of TJ Hawkinson this year, by the way. I would really try to go after someone else because it's only going to get worse from him when Jameson Williams come back. Amon-Ra and Jameson are going to eat up 70% of the targets of Jared Goff.
Hey, Ahmad, or play Gesicki, man.
Yeah, Gesicki for right now, man. I think you would be, I know.
Today.
Like, think about it. It's
Playing
only been-
today, that's what I'm playing.
Yeah, it's been 2 weeks so far, AJ. He had a bad week first week, had a good week 2. So, you know, he could be a low-key sneaky tight end until you maybe figure out someone else. But I would definitely try to go after maybe a Kyle Pitts, the owner.
Gotta go with everybody
Okay. What do you mean by that?
with the trade.
Oh, make the trade.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Hey, if Evan Ingram
Is
up there
available?
today, you might want to go. I mean, they're gonna be playing from behind, so they have to throw the ball.
Evan Ingram.
I would start Evan Ingram.
Evan Ingram is a mo.
Yep.
Wait, we got to hold on because he has sponsors ready. But yeah, there you go. All right. But AJ,
But
yeah, did we help you out? Hope we helped you out, AJ.
yeah, for sure. It's just I'm gonna see how it goes this week, and I'll probably make a decision on there. I can get Hawk and one of those running backs tomorrow if I need, but I'm gonna shop around like you guys said, see if anybody else wants to release a TE. 'Cause that if I go championship, that's gonna cost me that.
Yeah.
That's like 2-3 points easily.
Honestly, AJ, Damien Harris for Cam Akers and TJ Hawkinson is a steal because I think Cam Akers is very similar to Damien Harris, and then you're just getting TJ Hawkinson for free. So that's what I feel like. But you know, I
You
think
gotta like Hawk.
yeah.
Yeah, you gotta like him.
But thank you, AJ, man. We appreciate you, man. We appreciate the support too, AJ.
Yes, sir. See y'all next week.
All right, take it easy. All right. If you're tuning in, we are here. We are here with Leslie. He's the guest for today. We got Caltrey, we got Tony, we got
sir.
myself, we got Moti. Believe it or not, we're down to our last 30 minutes. So we got to make sure we, get things rolling. Shout out. We got some questions. Here we go. Shout out to my boy Caltrey, Leslie, Rashad Bateman or Jerry Jeudy. Judy's prime time. Bateman is against New England. Moti, Rashad Bateman or Jerry Jeudy?
Listen, I'm not sold on Bateman yet. You know, I'm gonna go with Judy.
Judy.
Yeah, Judy's hurt though.
Yeah, I'm going
Out
Bateman.
the game. I'm going Bateman because he came out the game last week.
I'm going
shoulder
Bateman,
injury.
and I also think this is Bateman's breakout season too.
Yeah.
Yeah. Caltrey.
It's my boom Philly.
Boom Philly got Bateman. Gabe Davis or AJ Dillon. Listen, I know I said my Boom Philly, Gabe Davis. I hate people that are in that 14, 15 range because they got to get 20. But I really do think he's have a great game. I'm for sure going Gabe or Davis over AJ Dillon this week. For sure. I'm debating about Boom Philly, though.
So Rashid wants to know how can he call into the Fantasy Guys and ask questions.
All right, you want to reply?
3
Yeah, Rashid, if you're tuning in, it's 313.
1750.
Yeah, 313-306-1750. Shout out to Caltrey. He follows all the shows, so, he already used to the number. I think he got it as his favorite.
Facts.
Hey, Caltrey, what's your daddy's number?
He don't know it.
313.
Stop.
Not on
Hey,
air.
you can't say it on
Yeah,
air.
yeah.
Oh no, do you know it though? I just want to know.
Oh yeah.
Oh, okay.
that was- come on, man.
I'm just
hilarious.
saying, bro. You know, I wanted to make sure he know that.
All right, well, can we give a shout out right quick, Yusuf, to Hammer Time True Value Hardware to make sure that they're ready to go while Yusuf gets that ready. Be sure to call in if you want to. Oh, we got another one. Garrett Wilson, Christian Kirk, or Jeff Wilson while he gets that ready.
Kirk.
So, Christian Kirk, by the way, top 7 or 8 wide receiver.
cannot bench him.
Before the season started, do you remember somebody standing right here saying he's going to leave it with you
I
to
think
smirk?
it's Osmedia head on right now.
Hey, man. Listen, I want to pull that clip out because there was some great call-outs during that show, man. I'm telling y'all, man. Ziad sent me like 3 or 4 clips when I went on their show. He was sending them to me. I was like, man, I'm not even going to post this for the world to see, bro. But it's just call-outs,
It's good.
Leslie. Call-outs. But let's, by the way, let's answer that question, Moti. Christian Kirk, Garrett Wilson, Jeff Wilson.
Yeah, I'm definitely playing Kirk. Kirk is the wide receiver number 1 in Jacksonville.
Captain Kirk.
I'm going Kirk as well.
Kirk. You said Kirk? I mean, I'm going to go, not everybody answered Davis or Dillon, by the way, he said. What did you say?
More upside. I probably have to go with Davis.
Davis.
Dylan.
Davis.
Davis. All right, so 4 Davis, 1 Dylan. And I asked Ayuk or Dotson. Okay, Ayuk or Dotson. Motzi.
I'm a huge fan of Dotson. I'm gonna go Dotson.
Dotson.
I'm gonna go Ayuk since they got Jimmy G back.
I think is but I mean they're playing.
Scary
You know
Terry.
what?
Lie down. Slay. Watch.
Prime. Hey, play dudes prime time.
Who? Ayuk?
Yeah.
If you don't fall, try and try again, right, Tony? If you don't fail, I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Is that the line?
No, if you don't succeed.
Oh, that's what the line is. If you don't succeed, try and try again.
Yeah.
Tony with the Ayuk for 3 straight weeks.
Right.
All right. Ziad Hadi, hey guys, in the event Connor doesn't start, should I start Benjamin or Gallup? So Benjamin, Tony, I'm gonna let you answer this one first.
Benjamin is one of my boom Phillies for the week.
Please play against
Especially
Rams, man.
with Connor because he's only projected to get I believe 6.
Yeah.
And they split the time last week. What? What?
I'm just saying you chasing.
Jason, what, man?
Point.
This guy says 6.
So, all right, Mr. 4.2
pulling the
Kyle
multi
use
right
check.
Hey, listen, that's only
Anyways.
NFL.
Hey, listen. Again, I think I would do. You said Benjamin or who?
Gallup. I don't like either of those situations.
I don't like.
Me.
Yeah.
Yeah, I would
don't
try to
like
maybe
Gallup.
find someone else. I know it's tough. I know it's hard to tell somebody to find.
Yeah, I'd probably go
Z.
Benjamin.
It's tough between
the
those two.
Between the two.
I wouldn't want to. I mean, Darrell. I would start Darrell. By the way, I don't know why you're sleeping on Darrell Williams, bro. I think he was a better running back last week than Benjamin. My personal opinion. When I was watching, I'm like, dude, Darrell Williams. was like,
Benjamin reminds me of Chase Edmonds in that offense. That's why I kind of like him.
all right, Caltrey, Benjamin.
I guess. That's
If you had to pick though, this guy's stuck right now. Who you gonna pick, Benjamin or Gallup?
Benjamin.
All right, Moti.
If Dak was playing, I'll go Gallup. But I'm gonna have to go Benjamin. What team he plays for?
Yeah.
You chase it, man.
Yusuf, can you play the Hammer Time hardware ad, please? So we can get this. Keep it rolling.
Chasing, and then he picks the same guy.
Hammer Time True Value Hardware. Hammer Time True Value Hardware has all of your hardware needs. They have items for cooling, heating, lawn care, plumbing, electrical, and much more. They have great service, great prices. If you want to shop local, then look no further than Hammer Time True Value Hardware, the best hardware store in the Detroit-Hamtramck area. The Detroit location is 16380 East Warren Avenue, Detroit, Michigan. Shout out to BG, shout out to Adnan, and everybody over there at Hammer Time True Value Hardware.
All right, Ziad said Darrell's taking. That's why I said Benjamin. Yeah, that's tough. I think Connor said they're playing though. He's gonna be on a snap
They
count.
did say he was.
So I wouldn't start any of those guys. So I guess I'll go Gallup.
Hey,
just for
is Ziad in a 16-man league?
yeah.
Yeah. yeah.
Oh,
No, he's not. I was being sarcastic.
Oh no, because he's talking about Darrell Williams and Benjamin. Like,
Better tight end for the rest of the season. Leslie, I'm gonna ask you this: T.J. Hockenson or Irv Smith? Rest of the season.
Irv Smith.
Me too, dude. Sadly, I would go Irv Smith over T.J. Hockenson.
Before he got hurt, I think he got hurt last year.
Yeah.
He was about to have one of those seasons.
Yeah.
I think he's going to have it this year.
Yeah, I think he's gonna be better than T.J. Hockenson. I don't want you to think. I don't want Mooney to think that he's about to be like top 5. But I'm telling you, man, Hawkinson's already not doing well. When Jameson Williams come back, it's just like putting 1 + 1 together. Like,
I mean, what makes you think they won't open up the field more for?
because
Jameson
if
Williams
I am a
something different.
quarterback, I'm throwing it to players that I can trust. Amon-Ra is number 1.
Yes.
Jameson is going to be getting open.
Right.
And then you have the argument of who's the third target. I don't want T.J. Hockenson because of that reason. Plus, we're already on an offense that is heavy run. So how many targets is there really going to be? To me, Hockenson, you're chasing. He might give you duds some weeks because he's just not going to find the targets even to get it. So to me, Irv Smith, he's the number 3 option.
All right. I have somebody that might be a little bit better than both of those guys come, like towards the end of the season. Robert Tonyan. I think he's recovering.
Hey,
perfect
timing.
That was
Hey,
perfect timing. He's
Logan
ready.
Thomas, that's who I would have.
Thomas, my
Because
guy.
here's my thing, man. I mean, he's coming off of ACL from last year. I think it's taking him a little bit more time. But, dude, who's Aaron Rodgers going to
He needs him. And Green
That's
Bay
why.
needs
That's
Hey,
why I
Sammy
think
Watkins on
opportunity's gonna
IR.
be there.
Yeah,
That's why I think opportunity is going to be there.
I like Logan Thomas.
So retract that.
Retract the thought. All right, there you go. All right. I think we're caught up with all that. Anybody got any questions? Because we got about 20 minutes left. I mean, we could fly it down, start. You know what? Let's talk about Boom Phillies, man. Let's talk about Boom Phillies. We ain't got to talk about the games right quick. Let's talk about our Boom Phillies right quick since we kind of were on that subject and topic. So I am going to read off, first of all, the people, Ratonio's Boom Phillies, the guy that's in the lead right now. The Ratonio's number 1.
Barely.
In the Boom Philly department, sitting there at 33%. So we're going to ring him up. Ratonio doesn't back down and doesn't try to go for the numbers. He goes after it. Michael Pittman Jr. is at 16. He's going after him. I really like that. I really do, man. That's why I'm debating it. Amon-Ra St. Brown at 18. He's pushing that one. I'm not going to lie. And then Noah Brown at 8. That is also one of my Boom Phillies, is Noah Brown. So I'm going to go ahead and go with my Boom Phillies. I got Noah Brown. I got Traylon Burks. And I got Romeo Dobbs from Green Bay. I'm going after a couple rookies, and then I got Noah Brown as well. I might add one or two, but that is currently my Boom Phillies. Tony, I'm sorry, those are my unique picks, brought to you by Unique Coney Island. We're going to hear them later. Tony, what is your Boom Phillies?
I sent them to you, right?
Yes. You want me to read them off, or I was going to say you could say them?
Yeah, because I just want to add one more. You could go ahead and.
Okay, so here goes Tony's Boom Phillies. I mean, he did update it, so let me make sure. He got Eno Benjamin, Kyle Pitts, Miles Sanders, Dontrell Hilliard, and Damien Pierce. Those are his 5 Boom Phillies. And then he asked, is Cole Beasley eligible? So
Yeah.
what's up? Are you going with him?
No, I'm not. I'm
Okay.
going to go with somebody better.
Okay. So a 6-pack special.
Jose the Don.
Wow.
I'm
Facts, I
looking for
agree.
him to make a comeback.
agree.
And I really feel like.
So if he
he's
doesn't
gonna
make a
be
comeback, is that counting against your points?
I mean, you know what, man? I take it back. We're just going to go with 5. We started off the season very strong. Looks like it's a odd week. So we're going to go, 5 for 5, baby.
5 for 5. All right. Those are his 5 Boom Phillies. Leslie, what's your Boom Phillies for this week?
First, I'm going with Adam Thielen. I think the Lions going to focus on stopping Jefferson and what's the running back, Dalvin Cook.
Yeah.
And Thielen hasn't had more than 5 catches all season. So I think this is one of his breakout games. I'm going with Gesicki.
Okay.
I think Tua, he's going to try to push the ball down the field, but playing it safe. Still, Buffalo defense is still good. Gesicki should get some opportunities. I'm also going with Tyler Conklin, the tight end from the Jets. I think with Flacco still being the quarterback, he likes to go for the home run ball a lot, but I think sticking with Conklin underneath would be something great. And James Robinson for Jacksonville.
Oh, you're Boom Phillying him too.
Yeah, I'm
All right.
going to Philly him. I think he's due for a big game today against the Chargers.
There you go. Cal Trey, what's your Boom Phillies, by the way?
Bateman, Tyler Boyd, and my boy, Tony Pollard.
So Bateman, Tyler Boyd, and Tony Pollard.
Yep.
Those are his Boom Phillies. I think we caught up with everybody. I don't know if Jose want to chime in and comment his Boom Phillies in the group chat. But Moti, Play Dudes Primetime. Play Dudes Primetime. Brought to you by Moti. He brings it, like he explained it earlier. Basically, it's dudes that you should play during primetime games. It might not be your average Joes, though. It might not be your ordinary players.
True.
So here we go. Moti, Play Dudes Primetime of the week.
He started off slow.
By the way, we had San Fran and Denver on
My
Sunday.
guy, if I know anything about Moti, it's about him making comebacks. Earlier in the
Dallas and
season,
New York.
it's been gas.
That's true. All right, so we got Denver and San Francisco for Sunday, right?
Yeah.
San Fran, we got Juwan Jenkins.
That's not his name, Moti.
What is that?
Not Jenkins. Is it
Jennings?
Jennings?
Oh, Jennings.
Yeah.
Hey, you know what I mean.
I know,
Yeah.
but
Come on.
You know what
I'm already on the edge of laughing right now, Moti.
All right, I get it.
From Jenkins and Jennings is going to make
Yeah.
me laugh right now, Moti.
All right, for Denver, we got Melvin Gordon.
Okay. Respectable.
See, man, I messed up from last week. I keep looking over there for the plate.
Oh,
Giants, I got Sterling Shepard.
okay.
And for Dallas, I put up Tony Pollard before he picked him. Tony Pollard.
There you go. All right, so those are Moti Play Dudes
At
prime
least we
time.
hit one, you know?
That's
Pause.
Yes, shout out to Moti. What's up?
Hey, man, I'm just, really excited about looking at following Moti's Play Dudes Primetime.
Yeah, for
this
sure,
week.
for sure.
You know what I'm saying? I mean, you got to get off that schneid.
Yeah, I agree.
Listen, Munir Ghazali, I think Ayuk is a start today if he's not a Tony boom Philly. So basically, he's going against his boom Phillies. He said he should start Ayuk because he finally didn't boom Philly him.
So
He is. Just say that.
he's one of my biggest fans.
All right.
One here.
Speaking of biggest fan of Oz Media, just said Harrison Smith is inactive for the Vikings. Boom Philly Swift. I'm not gonna lie to you. What's his projections? Because I was looking. I thought, what is it?
Yeah, I think it was like
Yeah,
15.
man.
15? Ooh.
Boom it.
He needs 7.5, 22.5. I'm telling y'all, he's gonna have a monster game today. I feel like DeAndre Swift, bro. It's hard to predict 22.5 points for somebody. It's tough. You know what I'm saying?
Very tough.
It's very tough, man. So I that's why I stay away from it because it's not mathematically, it's not smart. AJ Dillon or Tony Pollard. This is a tough one. AJ Dillon or Tony Pollard.
I'm gonna go Tony Pollard.
Okay.
Yeah.
Monday night.
Yeah.
Who you got?
AJ Dillon.
I'm gonna go Tony Pollard, man. I think they're close. It's just the Bucks run D is tough, bro. They're tough, man.
Yeah.
So you got Pollard.
Yeah, I got Pollard.
I'm sure
Are they
he's
playing at
Pollard.
Green Bay or Tampa?
At Tampa.
Tampa.
Okay.
Yeah, it's tough, man.
Yeah, I mean, here the only reason why you got so many receivers missing for Tom Brady. It's kind of playing into Green Bay's strength with that run defense. So I really think they're going to get it on short fields, man. Tom Brady's really struggling this year because he doesn't have the receivers.
Aaron Rodgers is also struggling.
Right, that's why they're going to run the ball.
Oh.
Yusuf, you don't have to actually answer that one. And then we got Forsetti. Shout out to Forsetti. He said Jeff Wilson, Dortch, Ayuk, or Olave for flex. I'm going with the touches. I'm going with Jeff Wilson. Sunday Night Football. My man got 20 touches last week with Jimmy Garoppolo. Believe it or not, I think that's actually boosts him up a little bit because Trey Lance is not going to steal your touchdowns in the red zone. So to me, Jeff Wilson, 15 touches at least. Getting that red zone carry, hopefully gets it in. You get yourself 15 points. To me, safe.
He got Jeff Wilson, Ayuk, who?
Dortch or Olave?
I'll probably go. I'll go Ayuk, man. He'll get his 6-7 targets.
I'm gonna go Jeff Wilson.
Jeff Wilson?
Yeah.
Kel?
Jeff Wilson.
Moti?
Yeah, I'm going to have to go with Jeff Wilson also.
All right, Jeff Wilson is the answer for SETI. Hope we helped you out right there. And so now we are pretty much winding down to the last 15 minutes of the show. So we can pretty much start talking about it. Did everybody mention what their Lions thoughts were? I don't think you kind of closed it out on your Lions thoughts. Did you want to?
I like the direction they're going in. So for me, as long as, like they said, they're showing improvement. They've been showing improvement since the end of last year. This year, I thought, how are you going to play with Philly? They're not close. They weren't close, even though the score kind of indicated a little bit. But I think if they're competitive today, it's going to show a lot. I do think they have a chance to win. So the NFL, whenever two teams are close, I feel like the home team usually takes it. But if it's a winnable game,
It is.
I don't think like it's an automatic win. If they're at home, I expect them to win. Being on the road, I don't know.
You guys know Minnesota is, I think, a decent team this year. But I know they played Philly. We played Philly a lot better. But like he said, we're at home. It's a little different story. Philly first home game Monday night. They came out, ready to go. So, but I do think it's gonna be a good game. And as long as we play well, I know y'all not gonna want to hear this, but I think as long as we play well, it's a step forward.
Got a question for you.
Yeah.
If the Lions plunge this season, would you put Dan Campbell in the same category as Cliff Kingsbury?
Not yet.
Rule?
Not yet.
Okay.
Not yet.
He'll definitely be going to year 3 on the hot seat.
Yes.
He will definitely do that.
But it will be year 3 on the hot seat because I think the team in general is trending up. And if the coach is what's helped pulling us down, we would kind of tell. Because when losses happen, it's sometimes it could be a coach's decision. It could be a bad interception. You know what I'm saying? It could be a defensive blunder. So, it all depends on how we lose and why we lost. And like I said, the NFL is so close that it is 1 or 2 plays. It might be a coaching decision. So it depends on how we lose. If it's Jared Goff throwing a bad interception, is that really on Dan Campbell? You know what I'm saying? I don't think that's really, is it?
That was the reason I was going to ask because, if we plunge and get into the top 1 through 5, you got C.J. Stroud from Ohio State. You got Alabama quarterback. You have
Caleb Williams. There's a lot coming out.
USC.
Yeah.
Yeah, you got.
And Wiley, I don't know if he's coming out.
Yeah, you have a few quarterbacks coming out. Would you want to give Dan Campbell another QB, a rookie QB, instead of just starting over new with a new coach and a QB that will fit a system that doesn't like fit Dan Campbell's system.
Believe it or not, when I look at that, I don't think we're giving Dan Campbell another QB. I believe we're giving Brad Holmes another QB.
But I think Leslie makes a good point. You
Start
don't
brand new.
want- Here's my thing. If they fall and end up getting a quarterback, if Jared Goff is your quarterback, Dan Campbell's the man for him.
Right.
Because he's already played, like he's a professional football player. He can't teach him much, right? He can just, go through the reps, and depends on his offensive coordinator is more important.
Mm-hmm.
But if you give him a rookie quarterback and he doesn't know, Campbell ain't the guy for him.
Right.
Why?
He's not. I feel like he's
First of all, it's not
Dan
Campbell, by the way.
way.
It's Ben Johnson, our offensive coordinator.
Dan Campbell to me is not a good coach. He's a great motivator.
Guys, that's why he's surrounded
But-
himself with
but
great
it's-
coaches.
and I think that's what makes it work.
Yeah, I mean, he's not
Because
dumb.
His
He's not
timeout
dumb.
selection. I know, but honestly, man, I just feel like he's learning. I'm not against, you know what I'm saying, keeping him next year. But I really feel like, just his timeout selection, man, that kind of kills me for it.
Game management.
Game management.
Game
Yeah,
management.
man. It's just like,
I mean,
I love the aggressiveness of going for it on fourth down. You know, when they went for it on fourth down last week, I was for it. I was like, yeah, man, I think they should go for it before he made the call. I was like, because if anything, they pin him down. You're giving up 3 points. They end up getting a safety, on the play right after that. But, yeah, man, he's I'd love to have him in the building. But am I 100% behind that? Oh, he's gonna win us a Super Bowl. I ain't there yet,
I'm not there yet.
Listen,
or a playoff game.
have we lost, or if we lose, based on his decision as far as being a game manager, then we could talk about it, right? But players play the game, guys. Like I stressed this to my the team I coached in 35 and up league. Players play. So, like, how much credit do you give the coach when you lose?
All right, you guys got blown
Because
out.
like you mentioned, Jared Goff throws the interception to end the game. Like, how is that Dan Campbell?
You guys, hold on. All right, but do coaches get credit when you win?
Listen, no.
It has to be
I'm
evenly
saying
spread
the
out.
coach gets credit when you win and when you lose. I'm saying not all of it.
All right, in your 18
Every situation is different.
18-point blowout in the Wednesday league,
Was it 18?
something like that.
I think it was like 16.
All right.
Yeah,
How much
16.
percentage of the blame do you think it goes on you? And I'll tell you how much I think it goes on you.
Absolutely. If we're breaking it down in a pie form, 1/8.
1/8.
I agree.
1/8.
Yeah, he's at 12.5%. Because I know that because that's my Boom Philly percentage.
You know why?
1 out of 8.
I got 7 players on a team, and I'm the 8th one as the coach. 1/8 of it.
So that's
Yo, big man
12.5.
get 2 and 2. That's no good.
No.
But we're not gonna mention that the first 2 games. It's our first loss of the season, so it's like it's I want to mention earlier that media plays a big role.
Yeah.
I'm just a guy that people like to put on the front page of the newspaper.
100%. Headline.
Win or loss.
I'm a headliner, win or loss.
Yes.
Yeah.
And I embrace that role, by the way. But
If I had a multi-nominee for last week, it would be your House of Dragons team for 35.
absolutely, I agree with you.
All right, are you going to share the percentage or are we going to move on from this? What percentage do you give him?
I'd probably give him 25%
Okay.
of the blame.
Reasonable. But let's go back to the Lions, okay, right quick. Okay, first of all, guys, we're talking like they're not doing a great job as a group, the team that is, the coaching staff. You guys know the Lions are tied for the second most points scored in the NFL.
Who said they're not doing a great job as a team?
I'm just saying, though, Dan Campbell's the head coach at the end of the day. Like, the discussion of him not even being here next year is way far-fetched. Like, it shouldn't
I
even be a
agree with that.
discussion.
Yeah, that's true.
I agree
All
with
right, that's
that.
number 1. Number 2, we're the second highest scoring team in the NFL. Like, we need to repeat that. And number 1 is Buffalo, and they're only 1 point ahead of us. So as much as people are talking about Buffalo's offense, guess who's number 2 tied with Kansas City? It's the Detroit Lions. We ain't playing no cupcakes either. The Eagles, to me, is a Super Bowl contender. And then you got the Washington Redskins, which has a mediocre Commanders, mediocre defense. Like, it's so early, and I know it's the Lions. I know. By the way, if Goff get hurt, it's like throwing the season in the garbage. And as much as I think that he's not the answer for the future, he's at least decent enough to get us to where I think is a 8-9, 9-8, 7-10 kind of season. My point is though is that, guys, you guys got to like. I really do think the NFC is soft this year, man. Like they're a decent team, man. The Eagles. I'm telling y'all, like, y'all gonna see throughout the year. I mean, if y'all haven't seen it yet, they're gonna be a good team. So we battled a good team and lost because we're not there yet. We're not at the Eagles level yet. And then we beat a Washington team, which I think is mediocre. That's where we're at. We gonna beat the mediocres. We ain't gonna really be able to beat the first tier 1 teams. But we right there, man. We right there, you know, and we're putting up points. Our defense is the issue. But I think we're gonna be good enough to make plays late in the game to at least give our offense that chance to win it, if not win it, or close out the game. Y'all gonna be surprised, man. The Detroit Lions, dude, they taking that next step forward.
I'm gonna be honest with you. Like, if they can pull off today win, then they have a nice little stretch.
What if they don't win today, though? That's what I'm trying to tell people. Like, don't panic. You can't panic, bro, because we got a soft schedule this year.
Who they play next week?
Seattle at home. Okay, that's what I was gonna do. I had it ready for you guys. So y'all tell me, win or loss. Are you ready? All right, I had the schedule ready for you guys. I'm telling y'all, it's a 7-10 season, ready to go. At least 8-9, 9-8 season, ready to go. Okay, here we go. And I'm gonna tell you if it's home or away too, because that does matter, right? So Vikings on the road. Like I just say, y'all answer. Are we gonna say loss?
Toss up.
Say loss.
Win.
Yeah, we can say.
We could say loss.
We could say loss.
I'm
'cause
fine
it's
with
gonna
saying
end up
this is
being
a loss.
Win.
Okay.
Seahawks at home.
Win.
Win.
2-2. Patriots on the road.
Win.
Ooh.
I think they win that game.
Let's go toss up. Okay, we're gonna see how many toss ups we have.
All right.
Cowboys on the road.
Dak is back. Loss.
Ooh.
I disagree.
I think they could beat Dallas.
I will probably be.
Bro, we'll see today or Monday.
Okay, so can we say 3
If
and 3
Dak is
with the
back,
the Patriots and the Cowboys?
Loss. If he's not, win.
And
Okay.
they have Gallup back too, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
They're gonna have
We're
that.
3 and 3. All right, we're 3 and 3 right now. Now Lions at home against the Dolphins.
Loss.
Okay, 3 and 4. Packers, Lions at home.
Win.
Win.
4 and 4. Lions at the Bears.
Win.
5 and 4. Lions at the Giants.
Win.
Win.
Oh my God. All right. You know what? Bears, Giants.
5 and 5.
5-5.
Bills, Lions, Thanksgiving, Bills, 5 and 6. Now, here we go. Jaguars,
Win.
home,
Win.
6 and 6. Vikings, home,
Win.
7 and 6. Lions against the Jets on the road.
Win.
Win.
8 and 6. Lions against the Packers.
Loss.
I mean Panthers.
Panthers.
Win.
Matt Rule will be fired. It'll be a win.
9 and 6. Lions against the Bears at home.
Or Matt Rule will be fired. They're gonna have
Hey,
their new coach.
Lions against the
Win.
Bears at home. 10
And
and
then
6.
loss.
And then Packers to end
Like
the year.
I predicted.
10 and 7.
10 and 7.
Guys, it's not unrealistic. I'm telling you. And there is some 50-50s in there. There were some 50-50s. But that's me. That's 10 and 7. I'm not even trying to get crazy with 10 and 7. I'm saying 8 and 9, 9 and 8.
This is the same thing with all Lions fans, and I'm a Lions fan. Every year we go through this. I've just learned to kind of tune it out.
Okay.
Can't get too excited or too low.
Just wait, as I said.
I mean,
just wait
every
until
game.
week
I'm
10.
what? Every game technically you just said was a 50-50. It could be arguable except the Bill.
Except the Bills.
Why not?
No, we ain't messing with the
No.
Bills. That's
We
tiers.
winning. Watch.
I'm telling you, there's tiers.
Call of the
Yeah, we're tier 3.
We're tier 3 pushing 2, though.
Yeah, for sure.
We're pushing 2.
We're pushing 2.
And in this year's NFC, like 9 and 8 can get you in that. You know they added. You know there's 7 teams now, bro. So 9 and 8, you pushing a playoff spot. You know 9 and 8, you pushing a playoff
I mean,
spot.
10 and 7. You talking about division though?
Yeah, in our this year.
And you beat Minnesota. You got to beat Minnesota.
You beat Minnesota twice and
You're winning a division.
That's why I take the L. I put that down as an L Minnesota today with still getting 10 and
So
7
you
record.
split with Green Bay, split with Minnesota, beat the Bears twice.
Yes.
They always split with the Bears.
But it's the AFC East we playing this year. That's why I said they can go 3-1. I say
Yeah.
lose to Miami.
Maybe 2 and 2 because we got Buffalo.
Oh yeah, you lose 2-2, lose to Buffalo and Miami.
And then we got the NFC East, which to me is soft. So that's why it helps us.
Nah, because if that come back, they beat the Lions.
Yeah.
No,
I don't think it's that
so.
easy, guys.
Dak's
man.
beating
It's
the Lions.
not that easy, bro. We're not a pushover, but I can see that happen. Anyways,
I don't think the Giants are pushing
On the road.
They're not.
On the road.
they're not. That's tough. I mean, that's why we had a couple 50-50s.
Yeah.
But we went through it and we finished 10 and 7. So we could lose 1 or 2 more games and be 8 and 9 or 9 and 8. Goff or Brady? I'm going Goff.
Today,
Yeah,
I'm going Brady.
Brady.
I already got Goff in my lineup, and I got Brady on my bench.
Golf.
Golf, 100%.
Brady don't got his guy, so
Yeah.
All
who's he
right.
gonna throw to?
By the way,
Guy?
Julio's a game.
Moti's a great coach. Said Oz Media's biggest fan of Oz Media.
I agree.
Moti is a great coach, by the way.
Who's
All
that?
right, people.
Who's that? Billy Buckets?
No, he's the biggest fan of
Three-time
Oz Media.
champ, but what do you still want?
All right,
It was Oz Media.
biggest fan of Oz Media. Said Moti's a great coach.
Leslie
Leslie,
just started a fan club for Oz Media called Oz Media's Biggest Fan.
I got a message from
And
somebody
then messaged.
that said, "What up? Oh, tell Fahmy that if I beat him again, he has to quit the show." Just want to throw that out there. Somebody mentioned this. You know, I don't know if you knew this. You know, but over the summer there was a big court case that happened between the Fantasy Guys and Tony.
I was in there. That's why he lost. That's why he
and
won.
Long story short, Tony guaranteed a victory against somebody who gave up a seat. He ended up losing. But on that same show, you know, electricity cut off like the last 3 minutes of
And
the show.
Moti didn't
so
even
he
do his
used that in
primetime plays
court,
that
saying
day,
that it
so.
wasn't a complete show. He was able to win the case, and that's why he's back. But the guy who he's playing this week is saying that he needs to give up his seat if he loses again this week. I'm not going to comment on it because of how the hefty fines that came with the court case and everything that came with it. But what are your thoughts?
It was an act of God. That's all I'm saying.
God did.
God did.
If you think about it, Leslie, we talked about it. Put my seat on the line.
And he lost.
God said, "You're not allowed."
You said it was 3 minutes left.
3 minutes
3
left.
minutes and the power cut out. The show never ended. We never closed the show.
True.
He keeps the seat.
100%.
I mean, that's why he's here,
That is
unfortunately.
exactly what I'm hearing.
But what are your thoughts on that comment from the viewer that said that?
Viewers, just because he's in first place in Champions League don't mean nothing.
And it means a lot.
It comes down to the end of the year.
Champion
Who's in
league.
first league?
Shout out to Sheed.
Rashid.
Oh, Rashid. Hey, who's in second?
Hey, by the way, this
Tizzle?
dude shared a link on Facebook
I'm in fourth.
for Fantasy Guys and said, "Guys, great show. Call for advice. Anybody but Tony."
There you go. Yusuf, can you play Unique Coney Island? And then we're going to get a closeout from Leslie about any final. What are you looking forward to the most about week 3? So, Unique Coney Island. Shout out to Unique Coney Island. Shout out to Sambo and everybody over there at Unique Coney Island.
Unique Coney Island. Unique Coney Island is famous for their original unique pita, homemade chicken lemon rice, unique chicken qalaba, shawarma, gyro, and much more. They also have a reward system there, where every 100 points you get $7 off your next meal. Their location is 33102 DeQuinder Road, Sterling Heights, Michigan. Shout out to Sambo, Big Nate, Big Nasty, and everyone over there at Unique Coney Island for the best conies around.
I'm sorry about that. Shout out to everybody that's over there, like we just mentioned. And also shout out to Hot Commodity Eyewear. If you like these shades, the shade is called Enemy. Check them out, hotcommodityeyewear.com. You know, that is, if you're looking for some great shades, that's where you're going to be at. Leslie, talk to us, man. I know these shows go by fast, and it's already time. It's already that time. So what are you looking forward to the most in week 3?
I have concerns about the Bengals playing at the Jets today. If they lose, they 0-3. I think the season is over at 0-3 too, based on the fact that, I mean, they're in the same division as the Ravens, Pittsburgh,
And the Browns.
and the Browns. Who, I mean, the Browns could easily go like 6-6 and get Deshaun back.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I think with Pittsburgh, they need to throw the ball more.
Soon. It's going to happen soon. Kenny Pickett coming in soon.
That's what I'm saying. After today, you might see Kenny Pickett, which I thought he looked good in the preseason
Yeah.
this year. Cincinnati cannot protect Joe Burrow. I'm afraid what happened to Andrew Luck is going to happen to him.
Yeah.
No offensive line. You got the weapons, but no offensive line.
Yeah.
And the Jets have a decent defense. You
Yeah.
know what I'm saying? So, I mean,
I'm going to give you a what if. Joe Flacco goes 2-1 with the Jets. Zach Wilson's supposed to come back next week. Do you bring him back? Do you let Zach Wilson start, or do you let Joe Flacco keep running
you
the
got to
team?
start him. He's first round pick.
Okay.
Yeah. I mean, Joe Flacco always give you the
Do you have him on a short leash, though?
Joe,
Zach Wilson. Or do you let him ride out the whole season because he was the first round pick?
you got to let him ride out with his young receivers and young running backs.
Okay.
Yeah, so I mean, Cincinnati's in a bad situation today because they could easily lose that game.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Tony?
Hey, we got a question. Curtis Samuel or CD Lamb?
Wow.
That's crazy, right? See how fantasy works, by the way.
Yep.
CD Lamb, second round, Curtis Samuel, not drafted. After 2 weeks, we're thinking about starting Curtis Samuel over CD Lamb.
I picked him up.
That's why people stress draft. Don't get me wrong, you should, but it's not the whole game. It really isn't, bro. It really isn't. There's matchups that you gotta do weekly, and then there's pickups. I think it's like the draft might be like 40%, and then the other two are like 30-30. You know, like this is why. But personally, man, Curtis Samuel, ride the hot hand, man. I'm sorry, like he's getting the he's finding
targets.
ways to score. He's finding ways to get you points. I'll start Curtis Samuel.
Yeah, Curtis Samuel coming out of Ohio State. I thought he was gonna be a stud. It didn't work out in Carolina. He's finally getting some playing time after dealing with some injuries. But don't be disrespectful. Like, we're talking about CeeDee Lamb here. CeeDee Lamb is just like the same thing with Michael Thomas earlier. Those are start every week guys, no matter what happens, in my opinion.
The backup quarterback, that's tough.
He got targets.
He does got.
What did he get last week? What did he get? I mean,
15.
oh, okay,
Like 7 catches, 75 yards.
respectable.
Yeah.
It's respectable.
I mean, yeah, it's real hard, man.
Because Gallup is coming back, guys.
Gallup is coming back. He's going to be on a pitch count, which, I mean, if anything, it might just open it up. Now they can't double CeeDee Lamb. I mean, you got to go CeeDee Lamb because he was your higher draft pick. I get Samuel, and they're playing Philly. Oh, man.
A lot of scoring.
I mean, who's his other receivers? Who's his flex? Like, you know, maybe it's an option out there where you could start Curtis Samuel there.
Or
Yeah.
both.
Hold on.
Who would you go with, Samuel or Lamb?
I'm gonna go CD.
CD?
Yeah.
Caltrey?
CD Hanif.
CD, all right. Shout out to
A.J. Brown and Deontay Johnson.
Ooh.
Oh, well, he started Deontay already, so you can't change
That's
that
a good
up.
combination right there, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, so
He's probably top in his
Whoever.
league.
You can go in either or.
Yeah. No, that's yeah. I think his team's gonna be all right. His team's gonna be all right. Again, listen. First of all, thank you. Shout out to Leslie. All right, we're gonna let you say any final closing statements that you want to say. I just want to let people know. Always remember, you can subscribe if you like this. Enjoy it. YouTube, Oz Media, Apple, and Spotify podcast, Oz Media. You can follow us on Facebook and Instagram under the Fantasy Guyz. You can also call in our shows. Future reference 313-306-1750. We always appreciate the questions. We love it. We do it for y'all. It's all about y'all. And any final comments you want to give them out there, Leslie? Any want to shout outs? Anything? Hot Paper Black Convos. Y'all going live at 3 o'clock today, right?
Yeah, we're going on live today, and today we're going to talk about Ime Udoka, the Boston Celtics, the scandal, the Brett Favre scandal that most folks are not talking about. But I want to thank Oz Media. I want to thank the Fantasy Guyz for having me on. I want to shout out Hot Commodity, my wife, Shalandra Allen. I love fantasy. I love sports, period. But, like, I want to just thank you guys again for having me on. And go blue.
go blue.
Hey, quickly, I respected Leslie's knowledge of sports when that one day when we argued on Billy's porch.
Yeah.
Like, we spent a lot of time roasting each other, but when we're talking about sports, I think Jordan LeBron debate was brought up.
Oh, yeah.
I don't know if you remember.
Yeah, I remember.
Yeah, Leslie has some facts. Like, me and him, like, I was defending LeBron, of course, he was defending Jordan. And he came out with facts. Like, you know, facts where I have to, like, sit back and, like, oh. But, you already know I'm attacking.
Yeah.
You know, but, you know.
Shout out to Leslie.
It was good to have him, for sure.
Yeah, for sure. And I hope Jimmy and his family, I send condolences to his family, man. Jimmy was supposed to be here today, but he couldn't make it.
Yep.
So, yeah, for sure. And with that said, Tony, you got any final words? If not,
I mean, you know, part of Leslie's deal coming on the show was to get a go blue once on the show, and he finally got it in at the end.
yeah,
And, yeah, I'm sure you weren't too happy with that. What's up with your Spartans?
not too good, man. Not too
Corum
good.
looking good.
Listen,
bro.
there's always a silver.
Yeah.
There's always
Like Corum.
there's always a silver lining and everything. And now I don't have to worry about watching them anymore for
There
the
you
rest
go.
of the year.
It's
bro.
true.
That's
true.
crazy.
Straight up, like they could
That's
just
crazy.
do what they got to do. You know, that Michigan State game, you ain't gonna hear a comment from me.
Yeah.
Nah, because that's the worst feeling is if they beat Michigan. I'd be
It ain't gonna
pissed.
happen. It ain't
I know
gonna
it ain't gonna happen.
We're bad. We're not
They're-
good. Like I'm debating if we're gonna get 6 wins to get a bowl game because we're bad, bro.
Yeah.
We're
Nah,
bad.
I think State would
struggling.
get 6 wins. But if
We're
they
struggling.
don't, man, tuck on the hot seat. What?
Listen, this is the only thing I want to say.
The
Hey.
the
11
bar was set high.
11-2 and won Coach of the Year, and these guys be talking reckless.
They-
I mean, you're talking about not being in a bowl game.
These dudes talked about Tuck coming. Wow.
Hey,
Man.
those shirts right now
Hey.
are $199.
Hey.
Buy 2 for 1.
That buyout to be high.
At
Plan.
Cafe.
Hey.
That buyout to be high.
Guys, can we take a pause?
Plan B.
Man,
This is still not his people, guys.
His second
This is
year
still
now.
not
No,
his people.
Relax.
you're right. He
It's
has
not
to get his
people.
own recruits there.
It's coming. They're coming.
Oh, yeah.
Like Tuckins.
Oh, yeah.
All right.
Oh, yeah.
Anyways, shout out to you guys. I
Got
hope you
too
enjoyed it.
excited.